Dawn Hawkins here from the National Center on Sexual Exploitation. Did you know that your child's school is using online research databases to supplement their curriculum? And these databases are riddled with sexually explicit content, ranging from pornographic content to articles promoting prostitution, torture, sex, other risky sexual behaviors. And it's in the elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools across the United States and in Canada. The National Center on Sexual Exploitation uncovered this scandal earlier this year, and we named EBSCO Information Services to our annual Dirty Dozen list because they are one of the biggest providers of online research databases in the U.S. Almost every school we've checked subscribes to their many different products. I will say that we've been in touch with EBSCO since February, and they have put in a lot of effort to try to clean up their systems, and they've kept the line of communication with our organization open, listening to some of our feedback on their solutions. On Friday, we received a letter from them claiming that they were confident that they've cleaned up all of their systems completely and we wouldn't find this kind of material, and asking us to remove them from our Dirty Dozen list. This morning, a team of 4 of our researchers decided to just check what they are saying, and we found more than 50 sexually explicit articles in just 50 minutes of searching. This included many of their products across 4 different states. And so here I am today to kind of raise the stakes and make sure that the general public recognizes the severity and the enormity of what is happening and taking place in our schools. I'm going to show in this video some graphic examples of content available in the elementary and middle schools through the EBSCO databases. This is graphic. This is not our usual tactic. We try not to share this stuff with the public, but we feel that it's so important to understand what our kids are seeing. If you're offended or don't want to see this, I encourage you to go to our website, nsexualexploitation.org/EBSCO, to learn more. However, I do hope that you are offended, and I hope that you're outraged. I hope that seeing the content that our kids are being exposed to in school makes you angry and drives you to take action with us. So let me show you one article that we found today. This is available in the middle school databases. It is 21 sex tips, and it encourages the readers to view pornography together, to film the sex acts they're engaged in and to share those, and to engage in anal sex, as well as some other risky sexual behaviors. I'm just going to stop right there and say that we have found dozens of other articles across many databases promoting the same thing, linking and giving direct websites to hardcore porn websites, normalizing things like group, public, and anal sex. One article I found this morning depicts cartoon images and talks about how It talks about how public, group, and anal sex are trending up and how you can convince your girlfriend to engage in those activities. Again, this is in our middle schools, ages, 12, 13, 14 years old, who are seeing this content. Here's another one. This article talks about how you can just skip a regular kind of date and go right into BDSM and kink. It promotes torture sex, glamorizing, normalizing, and legitimizing it. Again, showing graphic images. And we found dozens of other articles promoting BDSM and torture sex as well. This also was in the middle school products. Many of the other articles go into sexual role play games and encourage that. A couple that I found were encouraging teacher schoolgirl type fantasies. This is happening. This content is coming across to middle schoolers, and we already have heard of so many stories where predators parading around as teachers are going after young students, and so, but yet the students are are already primed and groomed for this because they've learned about this content in their systems. Other kind of role-playing games we found were promoting incest. How many of our young students in America are being abused at the hand of a family member? And yet, we've got content in their school databases glamorizing it. This article, called Student, the Sex Industry Helps Me Get By, talks all about how one girl got into prostitution in order to pay off her student loans, how it really wasn't that bad, she made so much money, how glamorous it was. She comments that all of the people that came to buy her didn't even want sex, so that's good. It ends with her saying that her friend found her long-term partner through prostitution. He came to purchase her, and now they're husband and wife and living happily ever after. This is not what real-life prostitution is. Research and many, many anecdotal stories indicate that individuals engaged in prostitution suffer extreme amounts of violence, and they don't leave the industry with a partner, with a husband. They're leaving with PTSD. And yet, here we have articles in the online research databases in our middle schools glamorizing, normalizing, and promoting prostitution. One website I found recently even linked to 2 outside websites that were recruiting for prostitution and pornography. The girls could sign up right there. This article, How to Be a Better Bottom, was in an elementary school database, and it talks all about what you can do, the excruciating step-by-step exercises that you need to do in order to receive anal sex. These are 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds getting this information. I hope that you're outraged. I hope you're angry. I hope you recognize the enormity of the problem that is taking place in our schools. I really believe that most schools are completely unaware that this content is in their online research databases. They believe EBSCO when EBSCO says that they've created materials that are age and curriculum appropriate. We need you to go and make a difference. We need you to share this information. As explicit as I unfortunately had to be, it's important to share with your friends and family the realities, the real realities that our kids are experiencing and likely to experience at their schools in an academic authority setting. I encourage you to go to endsexualexploitation.org/EBSCO to learn more and to take action there. And again, I hope that you're as outraged as I am and that you're willing to step up with us here at the National Center on Sexual Exploitation.